Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm dreaming.
Of what?
Fall in the bluegrass, days at the track, Nats on the 50-yard line.
Well, you want to be at the 50 instead of on the 50. That could be dangerous.
But to complete your day, you can count on Clark's Pump and Shop.
Whether it's a breakfast sandwich or pizza on the way to the track, picking up drinks and crispy crunchy chicken on the way to the game, no one has you covered like Clark's Pump and Shop.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall hunting season is here, and Borders Sporting Goods has your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reloading supplies, along with a wide selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Papa John's garlic saucepans, we made the garlic epic stuffed crust pizza just for you with that garlic flavor.
In it, on it, with it.
But you wanted more heat, so now you can get it in spicy. Get a one topping for $13.99 only at Papa John's.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
For all your sporting goods and high school team apparel needs, stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson. Winter temperatures are just around the corner. Grayson Sporting Goods has the latest East and West Carter cold weather gear available. Grayson Sporting Goods also has all those Christmas gift ideas, including a full collection of UK apparel and collectibles. They offer a full selection of hats and feature the latest gear for every sport available. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson, serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Papa John's makes a big, extra-large New York-style pizza like this is by hand stretching that Papa John's fresh, never frozen dough. Get the extra-large New York-style pizza from Papa John's.
Kool TV proudly presents the EKC Middle School Football Championships as the Kool Hits Sports Network brings you coverage live from Grayson, Kentucky. Now let's head to Knight Stadium for the pregame show and the EKC Middle School Football Championships live on Kool TV.
welcome back to Kentucky Christian University as we just crowned a 7th grade EKC champion as the Rowan County Vikings defeated East Carter. Both of those teams with very promising futures. And, of course, Coach Kelly Ford and Coach Tim Champlin are, I'm sure, very ecstatic with the talent that they have coming up. And of course, the coaches, Coach Sammons and Charlie Terry, Kenny Cozy, and a couple of other assistants. You talk about Joe Mosier and Travis McHenry and those guys like that, do a really good job of the feeder system at the varsity level for East Carter, and just two really good teams. But we're going to decide the 8th grade game right here in just about a minute 20 seconds as Powell County has made the long trip. Me and James were just talking about, man, that's not right down the road.
No, that's a haul.
Yeah, that's not somewhere, you don't just wake up and ask your mom, hey, will you give me a ride to Grayson? That's not, these are plans that were thought out during the week, and they're going to take on Mason County, who, James, that's not right down the road either. So both these teams had at least an hour drive from where they originally are from. And, of course, I'll be honest with you, I like Mason County's uniforms, but, man, Powell County's uniforms over there, their 8th grade team, they look phenomenal. James,
I haven't even seen them.
Look over there.
Oh, yeah, those are solid, except for the black numbers.
Yeah, those are tough for us to see, but we'll do the best we can. Because they still give out awards here. Which I believe we're going to do, I believe they're doing like all EKC teams and different types of things. And of course, P.D. Harris, who is over this tournament, over the EKC football side. I'm not sure exactly what his title is, but, man, he does a really good job as he's down on the field and passing out awards, and talked a little bit to him here when we were walking in. Just a super, really great guy, man. Just a really super nice guy. And
heck of an official, too.
I'll go out on a limb here, and I'll say it, and people are going to cut me down like a tree in the middle of the woods. PD is the best in the area. I firmly believe that. I've never left a game, and James, me and you've called hundreds of football games. I've never left a game PD Harris is officiating and say, you know what, was that the right call?
Yeah. His crew, I mean, he usually has a very stellar crew. I've had him several times this year at East Carter, at Raceland, and they do the right thing, and and here's the thing I like about it. If the officials have to get together to decide, okay, what did you see, whatever, it's not one of those where they're making dinner plans for after Thanksgiving.
Right.
It's they get together, what'd you see, I've got this, boom, let's go with it, and you really respect that when you see it from the officials. But, we look at our officials here for tonight. We got a really good group of guys out here this evening. Roy Wright, Dave Anderson, Joe Billman, Cable Wright, and Paul Buckley. A lot of those guys calling games on Friday nights.
And most of those officials are getting ready kind of like we are for basketball. So, as we had a couple of local schools have games canceled Friday night, we talked to Coach Tim Champlin during the 7th grade game. And it's not just a bummer that they don't get to play Friday night. You know how much money that a playoff game brings both of these schools?
Oh, there was
thousands
a tremendous, a lot there, and this is something that has happened across the state. There's been 3 or 4 games already canceled, and it goes back to the side of how do you let an 0-10 team dictate that first round of the playoffs?
You just can't.
And it goes back to you don't allow that team in the postseason. I did a study today. I'm a numbers guy, okay, being a math teacher. I sat down, I built a spreadsheet, and I put all this stuff together from last year's postseason. Every classification from last year, every game through the postseason, we had across all 6 classifications, 58% first-round games running clocks. There's no reason for that. It still was around 40% for the second round.
I think that there should be some stipulations. Listen, there's no, and people can get mad at me if they want to. I don't care. You know how we are. If you're a winless team, you should not be in the playoffs.
If you're under 500, you don't need to be in the playoffs.
Well, I think that, playoffs are something that you should have to earn.
Exactly.
I don't think that should be something when you start the season going, well, we're probably going to go here in the playoffs. Well, you shouldn't. If you're saying that, you probably shouldn't be in the playoffs.
And, you hear people talking about, say, well, let's get rid of the 4th team and put 2 and 3 together, and then the 1 seed plays. I mean, I don't even say. Here's what I would like to see.
Take the top 2 and play the sister district. That's what they should do.
Or here's my thought. Let's get rid of the 16 districts. Let's make 8 districts, put them together. Or I'm sorry, the 8 districts, make them into 4 districts. Excuse me, And then basically what it is that you're going to play 5 games out of class whatever you're in.
Right.
And then the other 5 games, you go play whatever you want.
Right.
But you want to fix your RPI issues. You can fix it real quickly with that. You can get rid of all this watered down stuff, and you take your top 4 out of each, and you got your 16 teams. You probably get the 16 that needs to be there anyways, and you move on and you play some good football.
Well, I think that is well publicized how big of a problem the RPI has been over the last couple of years in particular. I think the first year we were so used to the East-West format that we thought, oh, this is amazing. But as you know, James, football is always changing.
It is.
And I think that, the RPIs kind of fell behind a little bit because you've had teams who deliberately schedule around the RPI.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the team that is the top team in Class Single A this year did exactly that.
Yeah.
They played 3 teams in their classification, and they purposely scheduled everybody else outside of that. Because what happens is to not drag out the mathematical formula, because it sucks to look at that thing. But to look at it, what happens is that, imagine this. You either get credit for a 1/2 or you get credit for a 2.
Right.
And if you lose to a higher classification, it's a 1/2 scale. If you win to a higher classification, you get a 2 scale.
Right.
It doesn't take a genius to figure that number out real quick, that it's working in your favor when you go schedule these cupcake teams that in 4 and 5A couldn't compete in 1A.
Right.
But you get classification. Now what it is, we will say this. They did make a next year, you get the one adjustment that they have made so that you get 2 games, regardless of your class, that you get to count as your classification. So, for instance, if a 1A team plays a 4A team,
it still counts as a
4A team for that 4A school, because that's the way. That's not all risk and no reward for that higher
Well, I
rank.
think that helps teams like Racel and Pikeville that struggle to get games. But we kind of got off topic here as we're going to play.
Well, we were waiting for them to announce off.
Yeah,
they've announced everybody in the tri-state area.
We were talking about. We kind of were leading off of our show, the football preview that we did there. All we needed was to Skype Ben Spicer, and we would have had part 2.
Part 2 is coming, though. Don't worry.
Yeah, of course. We talked a little bit about that today. I think that we will probably do a weekly show during at least the rest of the football season. So if the clock's going to run out over here to our left, I'm not sure. There's still a lot of parents and kids on the field. I don't think that we're going to get this game started.
Let's go jump into some breaks.
Yeah. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll try to get everybody off the field. Here on the Kool Sports Network.
Papa John's garlic sauce fans, we made the garlic epic stuffed crust pizza just for you with that garlic flavor.
In it, on it, with it.
But you wanted more heat, so now you can get it in spicy. Get a 1 topping for $13.99 only at Papa John's.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
The only way Papa John's makes a big, extra-large New York style pizza like this is by hand stretching that Papa John's fresh, never frozen dough. Get the extra-large New York style pizza from Papa John's.
For all your sporting goods and high school team apparel needs, stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson. Winter temperatures are just around the corner. Grayson Sporting Goods has the latest East and West Carter cold weather gear available. Grayson Sporting Goods also has all those Christmas gift ideas, including a full collection of UK apparel and collectibles. They offer a full selection of hats and feature the latest gear for every sport available. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson, serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Back out here on Kool TV as we're getting closer and closer to clearing off the field. Of course, the quarters in 8th grade football, in this game anyway, 9 minutes.
Yes.
So we were expecting 7 and 8, 9 minutes for this quarter. So of course, I can't stress enough how much I like Powell County's uniforms. Those are phenomenal. And Mason County over here to our right, with white tops and blue bottoms. They look good also. Looking at some of the keys to the game. James, it's the same thing as it was in the 7th grade championship game. Control the line of scrimmage. And I think that not necessarily as much as it was in the 7th grade game, but I think time of possession is something that needs to be mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to the 7th grade game, and Brown County touched the ball one time,
and
they ran 4 plays in the second half.
Right.
And you know, it was something. You know, they got the block punt, recover. You know, it was a safety that it was instead of a touchdown, which was fortunate for East Carter.
Right.
Raiders got the touchdown there to start the second half. They were down 10-0 at half, and then looked like they had the momentum going after the onside kick, and then got behind the sticks. And you know, you can't give enough shout out to what those defensive ends for Round County did. And I think that, you know, you got to see the same thing here. You've got to set the edges. You've got to clog up the middle. You can't let those big gaping holes get outside and let things go big. So now here's the thing: you get into 8th grade, you start seeing the ball go in the air a little more.
Yeah.
And I think we'll see some spread offense. I'm looking down here at Mason County right now. They're going through some of the warm ups, and they're in a 2-1 set, and I've seen them in 2 backs. They've got a tight end. I mean, they're going to move the football in both ways. So this is going to be a little more strategy here. And again, when you get into a game where you're going to have teams going to throw the football, you get some incomplete passes, which is going to lengthen the game out more.
You will, and you know, I think that if either team's able to, they're going to run the ball as much as possible.
Oh, 100%.
So as the officials make their way back onto the field, I believe they're getting instructions from their coaches, you know, telling them, hey, this is your 5 minutes, and we're going to start this game. No, and I believe they're calling for captains now. So captains have yet to meet at midfield for the coin toss.
Yeah, we're still getting Powell County just now stretching out. So
I'll tell you what, we'll take another break. When we come back, we'll try to get this coin toss and get this game underway here on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit RiverCitiesBuildersInc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
It's tailgate time in the Bluegrass.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready to make my announcing debut.
And I believe that's football time in the Bluegrass.
But you can believe this, Clark's has everything you need for a winning tailgate.
Whether it's ice and cold drinks, chips and dips, or homemade sandwiches, and crispy, crunchy chicken for everybody, Clark's has you covered. And you don't even have to leave your car thanks to our convenient drive-thru.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
Refresh.
Refuel.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back out here on Kool TV as the coin toss has taken place. Game time, 8:40. It's November the 2nd for people that will go back in 10 years and watch this.
It'll be there on our YouTube channel.
It will always be on our YouTube channel, so these kids can go back and watch for years and years to come. It'll take them a while to get back to it, but it'll always be there.
What's technology going to be like in 10 years?
Well, I tell you, they probably won't need producers and broadcasters.
I don't think it's going to be 5 years for that.
Yeah, so
AI is going to take over the world.
Right. So it is 8:40 p.m., November the 2nd, 2023. It's 41 degrees.
I'm digging this temperature. I love this temperature.
James were talking during the break, and as the officials were jumping up and down doing jumping jacks, trying to warm up, and I was sitting there thinking, it's not that cold. And when you get to be my age, which is older than dirt, 31, a brisk 31, but when you get to be my age, you remember the times when it was negative 35 wind chill, and that was just last year. I don't know why I said that, but last year at Christmas time, I remember driving to my family's and going, how much does this $25 Texas Roadhouse gift card mean to me?
Yeah, it was. It gets a little cool out at times.
So Powell County won the toss and has deferred to the second half. Mason County will receive it. And James, they've got everybody right here within 15 yards, and they got one guy back deep, and it's an onside kick to begin the game. It's loose. It's still loose, and good job there by Mason County, and up back coming up and scooping that up off the ground. I believe that was number 4.
And there's a reason why they had everybody up, was they totally expected it, and they got it. So,
if I was an 8th grade coach, I would onside kick it every single time.
Oh, 100%.
Because you're going to get probably 20% of those. Anyways, so.
Mason County in the white and blue tonight. The good-looking red jerseys there for the Powell County Pirates.
And look at this formation, James. Starting out 5 wide.
Yeah, that's what I said. I kept looking at Mason County. I was like, I see some spread in our future here.
Mertz in the gun. He's got receivers to his right and his left, trips to his right, doubles to his left. And it's just a quarterback draw the whole way. He's got a lot of room, crosses midfield. Inside Pirate territory to the 45 before he's driven back. Close to the first down. It'll be a gain of 9. Mertz in the gun. Looks like he's setting up deep now. He's flushed out of the pocket over the right. He's going to keep this the whole way. He's going to step out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Mason County. And that's kind of the double-edged sword, though, James. When you start the game with an onside kick, yeah, you might get it, but if you don't get it, you're giving the other team great field position.
Yeah, and that's what Mason County's looking at right now is really good field position as 2 quick plays. Again, they were trying to throw the ball there, but Mertz just pulled it down and ran with a very smart play there on his side. And I liked what he did. He checked behind him to make sure he didn't have somebody coming up behind him trying to punch that ball free.
Mertz in the shotgun formation. Powell County in that nickel front. Only rushing forward. It's a swing pass out to the right, and good job there by Powell County. He's going to blow this one dead. He's going to lose a couple. He's going to bring it back to the 46-yard line. He's going to lose more than a couple. He's going to lose about 5, maybe 6. So.
Yeah, loss of 6 on that one, so make it 2nd and 16.
Arts in the gun. He's got a running back in the backfield. He's got doubles, 2 to his left, 2 to his right. Now rolling off to his right. He's going to get flushed. He's in trouble. Mertz in big trouble. Kind of just gets away and throws this one straight to the ground. And I don't know what the middle school rules are, but
They're gonna say it was down by contact before the ball got loose. So
Okay, yeah. I think that's probably the best call because, in any other level of football, James, that'd be intentional grounding anyways. So I think that was the right call I believe that was Davey Anderson out there that made that call, wasn't it?
No, that's Roy Wright.
Yeah, Roy Wright made the right call out there. So
Third and 31.
So a third and 31, and they're back to that 5 wide set. That's kind of James's favorite formation in Madden.
Oh yeah, all go routes, all go routes, baby.
4 verticals.
No, I run 5 verticals.
Oh, they're going to get them off sides. Let's give them 5. Step them up just a little bit, but they're still going to have a huge monumental task trying to convert this third down. And I think that, the Mason County coaches walked in behind us over here to our right. And, of course, Powell County coaches. I think that they probably watched a little bit of that 7th grade game, and I bet they don't punt.
I don't think there's any punting going on.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's
this is 4-down territory right here.
Now, I will say this. If they don't get anything here,
then you got to punt it away, yeah. If you got to back up near midfield, you're going for it.
So 5 wide sets. A single receiver over to the left. They got him off sides again, and he got back in time. Mertz drops the throws over on that left sideline. It's intercepted. Down at the Pirate 35, and returned all the way back to their own 47-yard line. I believe, trying to get a number on him, that was number 7. And Carson Rice. Huge interception there. And it's kind of one of those things, without the return, it's almost like, do I bat it down or do I intercept it here? Because can they punt the ball better than what they just threw it?
Yeah, and so get it out to the 48.
1st and 10, Powell County. Kind of a bunch set here. They got 3 eligible backs in the backfield. This handoff goes to number 10. He cuts back into the middle of the field. He's got a good gain over in 1st down. It's going to be a pickup of 6 and takes it down to the Royal 47-yard line. So a gain of 6, and clock rolls under 6 minutes here. Right at 6 minutes.
One button on the mouse pad I've never quite understood is why they put that stupid middle one right there. Because every time I touch that thing, I reset the clock.
Well, they put that there because of it.
Oh yeah. It's
just so you can reset.
Just
the
so
clock.
I can reset the clock.
Yeah.
I've done it. I did it in the 7th grade game. I've done it a couple times here. So
same formation. Handoff. It's a counter back to the right. Mason County's got him in the backfield. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
coming in there was Caleb Roy.
And you talk a little bit about Mason County and the program that they've had over the last couple of years. Made it to the, we talked about made it to the semifinal of the state last year and at the varsity level. But before that, James, they had some tough years, man. They really struggled, and now they're no longer in 3A. They're back up in 4A, and we've talked about it several times. You've mentioned it. It's a bad year to be a good team in 4A.
Yeah, 100%.
Dropping to throw. He's in trouble. He's flushed out to his right. Breaks a tackle. Now he's going to roll out to his right. And breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle and gets close to the 45. And it's going to be well short. But, James, I tell you, I think you go for this. I don't think you punt.
Oh, I think so, too. Down to the 40.
If he gets sacked back there, you punt. But
yeah, 4th and 3 here.
So they're going to try to, I guarantee you they try to draw the Royals off sides here. Of course, the quarterback for Powell County, I believe, is number 17, Brady Skidmore. A really good scramble there on his 4th down play. It's a toss out to the left, and Mason County had it play, and down the sideline goes Powell County, and inside the 20, it'll be a 1st and 10 as the ball goes down to the 18-yard line. I'm trying to get a number of those. Powell
That's
County,
number 5.
Yeah, number 5, so that will be Connor Morgeson.
27 on the carry.
So it didn't look good early, James, as he kind of took that sweep out to the left, and Mason County really looked like they had him dead to rights. And give credit where credit's due. The ball carrier there made a couple of men miss and found the near sideline and converted a 4th down. 1st and 10, handoff goes straight up the middle, and job there by that front seven from Mason County.
Morganson on another handoff there.
Of course, tomorrow night, there's only one game on the Kool Hit Sports Network, and Chauncey's going to go to Lexington Catholic and travel with Wes Carter down there. As of course, mine and James's games got canceled, so not canceled. The team's forfeit.
Yeah,
let's call
forfeited.
it what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's anybody's fault, but in Berea's case, you don't wait until the last second to do it. And I don't care who knows it. Direct snap to the quarterback. He drives a couple of Royals out of bounds, and on that 1st down carry, I believe that I got an update on per the Apple Watch, James, from the scoreboard that the reason Berea canceled or forfeited was depleted roster.
Well, I mean,
so that's not anything anybody can control. It's just frustrating for Raceland. You know, you've watched film on them for 2 days. You've designed a scheme that you're going to come out with on Friday, and now you kind of press the reset button and go, okay, now wait and see who you play come Saturday morning. Powell County. Skidmore breaks a couple of tackles and tries to get back to the original line of scrimmage and can't do it. And bring up a 4th and about 7, James.
Yeah, lost back to they'll put it right at the 15, so a loss of 3 makes it 4th and 7.
Huge crowd right here below us here on the campus of Kentucky Christian University. Not quite as big as it was.
I think I think your last game, you had everybody from both games kind of piling there
right,
at the end.
Yeah,
so,
but we appreciate, that's one thing here at Kool Hits we didn't want to do. We didn't really do a lot of advertising for the game because we wanted, we didn't take away from the gate from EKC, and we didn't want to people that thought that they could just stay at home could just stay at home. We wanted you to be here. On this 4th down play, he's going to head back to the other side of the field. He may get this 1st down. And good job by Mason County, just flag down. It's most likely a holding. Usually when you have a ball carrier kind of switching directions there, somebody gets caught with a jersey in their hand.
Watch this stiff arm he delivers here on the Grayson Sporting Goods replay.
Skidmore is going to give teams in 3A a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Here very soon. So the flag is going to go against Powell County. It's going to be declined, and Mason County will take over on downs. So minute 13 left here in the first quarter. We're still scoreless. Both teams have been successful so far, James. Both teams have turned it over on downs. So, of course there was a turnover here, but, what was it, 3rd and 34,
yeah.
though, it's kind of like their punt, so. Handoff goes straight up the middle and a lot of room. Heavy contact right around the 17-yard line between number 40 for Mason County. I believe that was
Roy.
Caleb Roy.
Gain of 3.
So we dip under that 1 minute mark. Of course, we've entered Christmas tree mode in my house, James.
I'm not too far behind you. That time of year.
It's that time of year, and I tell you what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll let you in on a little secret. I might, just might, if I feel up to it, make a pot of chili.
Well, you can bring me some.
I might do. Hey, listen, if you want some chili, you got to come get it. There ain't no delivery service over there on Betty Drive in Raceland.
It's going to be awkward on a Friday night, especially the first round of the playoffs, not having a football game.
And that's what I told my girlfriend last night. I said, this is the first time that me and James have sit at home on a Friday since the first week of August.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I may take the missus and go out tomorrow night. I don't know.
Take her down to Ram Dairy Bar.
We could do that.
Take her to Trace Romano's, the best Mexican in the area. Tell you what. The chicken deluxe from Trace Romano's is different. That expires the first quarter of play, where it's all tied to 0. We'll be back on Kool.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm dreaming.
Of what?
Fall in the bluegrass, days at the track, Gnats on the 50-yard line.
Well, you want to be at the 50 instead of on the 50. That could be dangerous.
But to complete your day, you can count on Clark's Pump and Shop.
Whether it's a breakfast sandwich or pizza on the way to the track, picking up drinks and crispy crunchy chicken on the way to the game, no one has you covered like Clark's Pump and Shop.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Back out here on Kool TV, ready to start the second quarter of play. Scoreboard is wrong. 3rd and 9. 5 wide receivers. Mertz is in that shotgun formation, empty set. He's got 3 to his right and 2 to his left. Mertz drops the throw. Got a lot of time. Now he's in trouble and he's sacked back at his own 5-yard line.
Blindsided there. Did not see that one coming in.
No, and the line held up pretty well there. I think that the routes kind of took too long to develop. And another thing is, was it a coverage sack or, I guess you would call it a coverage sack in a dangerous situation.
This is almost identical to
Yeah.
what we saw back in the first game.
So Mason County back in punting formation. The snap goes way over his head. It's going to go out of the back of the end zone for a safety.
So Powell County will get the 2 points.
So in both championship games, James, we've had a safety.
I was going to say, this may be the first time in my broadcasting career that I've ever seen 2 games go back-to-back 2-0.
I've called, realistically, probably 50 football games over the last, 2 or 3 years, maybe 3 or 4 years. I have not seen a safety yet.
Well, that's a tough situation right there. I mean, I don't care what level it is. You could be in the pros, and having to punt out of your own end zone is a very difficult thing.
Well, here's the thing, and let's just be honest about it. Long snapping at the middle school level is tough.
Yeah.
It's tough, okay? That wasn't the snapper's fault. It wasn't the punter's fault. That's just something that, they're just beginning to do, and it's something that's what middle school football is there for. Yes, we were playing in a championship game, but, that's the beauty of middle school sports. It's almost like a tryout before you get to the big varsity level and everybody's well seasoned. Nobody's fault there. Things like that just happen. So Powell County will lead 2-0 as this ball is fumbled. Picks it up. I believe it's at Skidmore again. Goes off to his right, making men miss.
That's 5.
That's number 5. Morganson. And I tell you, James, Powell County has a couple of kids who could probably start varsity for him.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Really nice looking set of kids there.
These kids that, you talk about Morganson and Skidmore will start varsity for Powell County next year. Mark my words. And if they don't, then it's a shame.
At the 47 now.
So, interesting to see what kind of defensive front here Mason County comes out in on this possession. It looks like they're kind of in that 4-2 over. They've only, they're in they've got 5 down linemen. They're not going to let Powell County get much, but Powell County said, you know what, you can run whatever you want to. We're going to hit gaps and get 4 or 5 every play.
That was Morganson making a nice dive right there in the B gap. He was trying to stretch it to the outside, and it was closed up, so he just stuck a foot in the turf and said, I'll take 5.
So 2nd and 5 as we dip under 7:45 left here in the first half. Powell County leading 2-0. I about want to say nil, but
yeah, not soccer.
It's a soccer score.
I know.
Skidmore in the gun, handoff. Goes off to the right. Good job by Mason County's front 7 there. Really a lot of hats to the ball there for Mason County's defensive intensity's kind of picked up a little bit. This is kind of setting up the way the first game did. It was 2-0, 2-0, and Brown County got the ball back, went right down the field and scored, got the 2-point conversion. It was 10-0. And, looking back on that game, that was the ball game.
That was the ball again, because the thing of it is they didn't touch the ball again until a minute 21 to go in the ball game.
Right. And Powell County is set. The difference is Powell County will get this ball to begin the second half. So 3rd and 5. This is Skidmore the whole way. And I believe he's going to come up just a little short. Man, he's tough to bring down.
He is. Really good looking back. I mean, he's at the quarterback position, but he looks like a running back.
As we get a timeout, Powell County. With 6:30 left here in the first half.
So they're going to put him down at the 38. So it's going to be 4th and 1.
Right.
While we have a break here, a big thanks to our sponsors that helped us come over here and put this on. Clark's Pump and Shops, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, everything that they've done to help us out throughout all of our broadcasting since we started last year. But Robin Webb, State Senator Robin Webb, Grayson Sporting Goods, Papa John's Pizza of Grayson and Flatwoods, Primary Plus. I'm trying to go through my list here of everybody that I made today. I'm missing somebody, and I can't think of who it is. I'll think of it in a second. But really appreciative of all of our great sponsors that has been with us throughout. And, again, an opportunity here to bring the middle school championships. And, if you think about Powell County, there's still a nice crowd here, but I'm sure there's a lot of people back home that's watching it as well. So
absolutely, and we mentioned it. Mason County or Maysville and Powell County are not right down the road. That's a big haul. It's especially on a work night.
Border Sporting Goods.
4th. This is Skidmore the whole way. He's got the first down, gets close to the 35. And I'm going to say something about Border Sporting Goods. Brad, that does the hunting and fishing out there, one of the nicest guys you can ever meet. Anytime I need I still do sometimes. Lawn mowing reels, I don't do that anymore. I'll let Brad do it.
Yeah, Brad, he's a remarkable guy. All the gang out there, they're just so great. And
the only place that carries River Rock tubes also that I know of. I can't find them anywhere else.
I don't look anywhere else because I know that's where they have them.
So it's a 1st and 10 for Powell County. I said Bath County. It looks Powell County kind of milk this clock out. Handoff goes straight up the middle. Good job by that front 7 of Mason County to wrap him up and bring him down as I believe they're going to mark it just inside the 35. And they're going to put it on the other side of the 35. It seems like that's kind of been the sequence that we've seen so far is Mason County will make 2 or 3 good plays and then give up 10. You kind of got to put the sequence together to get this Pirate team off the field if you want any chance of scoring before half.
Well, you wonder here, too, they've gone middle. Do they try to bust one outside here?
And another good play defensively there for Mason County. And that brings up a 3rd, and, this is not a 3rd medium. It's a 3rd long. It'll be a 3rd and 7, and, does Powell County have another, Skidmore or Morgeson 8 or 9 yard run to convert? So
Powell County 0 for 3 on 3rd down tries tonight, but they've converted 2 out of 3 4th down conversions.
They got 3rd and 7 here. Skidmore in the gun. Just a counter back to the left, and Powell County got a huge push up front. Good open field tackle there, I believe, by number 67.
Make it 4th down and 4.
I don't have a number 67 on my roster.
For
Mason County.
67?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not either.
So 4th and 4. I think this is Skidmore play the whole way. They got a man wide open in the secondary. He's going to catch it and walk in. Touchdown, Powell County. Eyes in the backfield on that 4th down play. He's going to cost the Royals 6, and it's now 8-0.
Still trying to get my replay timed out a little bit better. That's the end of our play there. Here we go. Here's a nice look downfield. Got his man wide open there for the 6. Morganson hauls it in.
So they're going to try this extra point, James. Interesting. Boland's kick is away. It is good. 3:50 left here in the first half. 10-0. Pirates lead. We'll be back on Kool.
It's tailgate time in the Bluegrass.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready to make my announcing debut.
And I believe that's football time in the Bluegrass.
But you can believe this. Clark's has everything you need for a winning tailgate.
Whether it's ice and cold drinks, chips and dips, or homemade sandwiches, and crispy, crunchy chicken for everybody, Clark's has you covered. And you don't even have to leave your car thanks to our convenient drive-thru.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back out here on Kool TV, the scoreboard says 10-0 over to our left, but it's actually 9-0. Powell County leads.
8 plays, 47 yards, 5:42.
Ball gets way back behind the returners. Good job by Mason County. Going back and jumping on this one. Mason County will start on their own 24-yard line. Job there by number 4. They're jumping on that one because that was a live ball. He doesn't get that one, then it's probably Powell County football again. 3:50 here, James, and you're down 2 possessions, down 9-0. I think that, just by what we saw there in the first game, I think it's huge here for Mason County to get some points on the board.
Well, more importantly, is the fact that Powell County gets the football to start the second half.
Absolutely. Mertz in the gun. Back to his right, and he's got doubles. Now a man comes in motion. The jet sweep over to the right, and Powell County's all over it. They didn't fool in for a second. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, which was the 25, and bring up 2nd and 10. He might actually lose a yard.
No, they'll put him at the 25. Yeah, 2nd and 10. How can he do a really good job of just clogging up everything up front? Just 4 down linemen.
And I'll tell you, this group coming through for Powell County, this 8th grade group, promising days ahead for Powell County. Good run there for Mason County. Goes across the 35, and they're going to mark it right at the 35. I believe that was number 67.
Yeah, 67. We don't have
a number 67, so we apologize. Anybody that goes back and watches this on their broadcast later is watching us live right now. Same formation. Now a man comes in motion. Mertz fakes the handoff. It's a draw the whole way. He's going to run off to his right. There's nothing there. He's going to be dropped for a big loss of a couple of yards. See where they mark this one at. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. No, he's going to lose a couple of yards at that.
I lose 1 back to the 34.
So Mertz in the gun, trips to his right, and receiver out to his left. A one-on-one situation out here to the left, James. Do you take the shot on this play? Pushing the Powell forward. Good run, straight up the middle. It brings up a 3rd and much more manageable than it was.
Yeah, all the way out to the 40. That's a gain of 6, so 3rd and 5. Actually moved it back 1, so make it 3rd and 6.
And I think that you can run the ball here now after that run.
Oh, absolutely. I think so, too. 7 guys, 8 guys in the box.
Dropping a throw, looking for a slant across the middle, and it just sails over the top of the head of his intended receiver. That was Fox. A catchable pass there, though.
It was. Maybe a little bit high, but, it's.
And when you're I think that you have to throw that pass a little high just because of you're worried about it getting batted down at the line of scrimmage and potentially a turnover.
Well, they were lucky that there was double coverage there on that man because the safety had come down on the end
Right.
route.
And
that batted ball doesn't turn into 6.
Yeah, and I think that Powell County is kind of alternated here between cover 0 and cover 3. They've only got that one high safety right now. So if I'm Mason County, I'm looking at the seams.
Yes.
Trying to get something down the middle of the field here. Hurts drops the throw. Rolls off to his left. He's got a lot of room over there. Gets pushed out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And it'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10, Powell County. Right here on the near sideline, there was heavy contact between a corner and a wide receiver. We kind of hear Mason County's coaches to our right talk about somebody being wide open. Of course, you can go back and watch our broadcast here on Kool TV. We are honored to be here for the championship games for 7th and 8th grade of the EKC.
At KCU.
At KCU. Of course, there's a lot of words, a lot of abbreviations to get out there and to cover these two great teams in the 8th grade championship game. I'll tell you, Morganson is never down until he's down.
Yeah, he's a hard runner. He's just got a knack for finding a hole and fighting for extra yardage. And
see, down over here on the near sideline. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Gain of 7, make it 2nd and 3. Clock stops with 152.
I think he gained 3. It'll be a 2nd and 7.
Oh, my mistake. I looked at my marker wrong. That's my mistake.
It was a hard-earned 3 yards. So I think Mason County would, you can't allow any points here. And go back to what you said. Powell County gets the ball to begin the second half, and a score here really hurts them. I got a man wide open in the secondary again. This is going to just sail a little too far. Powell County's been able to sneak a couple of receivers behind the secondary of Mason County a couple of times tonight.
He was looking for Carson Rice there.
One of them went for 6. I believe that was Rice the first time also.
No, that was Morganson.
Morganson.
Yeah, at 29-yarder.
Yes. So 9-0 here. 1:47 clock is stopped. It's 3rd and 8. This is Skidmore the whole way, kind of letting his block sit up, breaks a couple of tackles, spins down to the 35 of Mason County. We're going to play 4th down. So a gain of 1. And Mason County fans want a timeout. There's no timeout, though.
They're going to give him the 34, so that's a gain of 2 and make it 4th and 6 now.
And now we get a timeout, Mason County. A minute 22 left here in the first half, and look down at the Apple Watch, James. Still 41 degrees, and
it's a comfortable evening. The big
well,
thing.
We're in the press box.
We are, but it's the same thing. The wind is not blowing.
It's not a brutal cold.
No. This is a welcome to wintertime. And here's the thing. This is the backside of it. We're going to warm up starting through the weekend, and then next week it's going to cool back off again and back into the 50s. But listen, this time of year, just get ready because you don't like the weather. Wait 15 minutes, it's going to change.
Woke up this morning, and of course I live in downtown Ashland, but woke up this morning, 25 degrees. Kind of oh wow, that's what that feels like again. Now I remember, but actually when I got out to Industrial Parkway, 22 on the car. So 4th and 6 for Powell County. Skidmore sets up deep. Now rolls off to his right. He's got a lot of room. He's going to get this first down. He gets down to the Royal 20, inside the 20, close to the 16-yard line. So, James, that may have been a design pass, but Skidmore was not throwing that football. He was just spreading out the defense for enough room for him to run.
Well, and you have to wonder whether or not it actually was or not. It was a very smart play no matter what it was as he looked downfield, but then he saw the middle of the field just part.
Right.
And when that middle of the field opened up for him, he had all kinds of time to get there and cut back inside. And
Under
really
1
smart
minute
play.
now. Under 1 minute now. Powell County still with 2 timeouts. They're going to throw, and there's a ton of room over on the right side. He may go in, and he will. Touchdown, Powell County. Morgeson, 17 yards out. 36.3 left. It's 15 to nothing. Scoreboard still says 16. It's 15.
There's a replay.
Another really great decision. Could have thrown that up for grabs, potentially thrown an interception. But instead, just tucked it and ran, and kind of outran the Royals defense over on the right side and found the end zone. 16 to nothing. 15 nothing. Now the snap is down, kick is away, and it went through. Hit the inside the crossbar, kind of a slam dunk in through the uprights, and that's where we stand. 16 to nothing. We'll be back on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Mason County returns the kick to the 37, and a flag came out late. It's going to be a late hit. Just got some clarification between head official P.D. Harris. And we did not know this, so don't hold it against us. This, of course, our first couple of middle school football games we had covered. If you kick an extra point in middle school, it is worth 2 points. Did not know that until just now.
Did not either.
So it is now 18 to nothing. Of course, that was the most. I have never seen an extra point like that. I mean, he slam dunked it, just hit him just right on the inside of the crossbar. And it just kind of like in golf, it's a slam dunk.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing went straight down.
It hit it straight down. It went. So 31.2 seconds now.
I think now, if you're Mason County, you have to score here. I'm not sure, that you can stop Powell County. Toss over to the left. And I tell you, as good as Powell County is offensively, they are just as good defensively.
Yes. They've been really solid so far.
You don't see any of their kids overrunning plays. They're really patient. The eyes are always on the ball. And so we get a timeout. Mason County, 22.3 seconds left. And, of course, we want to thank our sponsors, Kentucky Christian University, for allowing us to come in here. Of course, Kentucky Christian University, is a great university to beat that. But the athletic director out here is the best that I've ever dealt with, James, personally.
Dave Manning's phenomenal.
Dave Manning, and we always have just the best conversations with him. And I always kid him. I say, "Where's the food?" Every time I see it, and he always got a different response. So, and we want to thank Powell County and Mason County for allowing us to come out here and cover these games. And we want to thank everybody watching at home live that couldn't make it here tonight or just felt like sitting on the couch watching the game on Kool TV. 22.3 seconds left. Mason County with no timeouts left. He's just going to, what a throw down the near sideline. Far sideline, it's going to be batted down, incomplete. Good coverage over there by the Powell County defender. What a throw, though.
Yeah, it was. Talking about our sponsors, Clark's Pump and Shops, Borders Sporting Goods, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, First National Bank of Grayson, Ashland Community and Technical College, Papa John's Pizza of Grayson and Flatwoods, Grayson Sporting Goods, Senator Robin Webb, and Primary Plus Healthcare.
5 wide set now for Mertz. He's in the gun. 3 receivers to his right. Trips now. A receiver will come in motion. Makes the jet sweep, sets up deep, throws on the near sideline, and just a little miscommunication there with 11 seconds left here in the first half. This Powell County team reminds me a lot of, when I played middle school football at Russell. Lawrence County always had these really big, physical, athletic middle school football teams that were just really, they were so good. And you kind of see that in the identity of this Powell County team. And we're going to get a timeout Mason County. Per the scoreboard, they didn't have any left, so apparently they had one still left. I think that they did. That probably is their last one, though, there.
Yeah, I think so. And, the thing you get into middle school level, too, is, some kids, they hit their growth spurt earlier than others.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
so, you could have an 8th grader that's 85 pounds soaking wet, and you can have an 8th grader that's 225 pounds.
The thing about me, though, is I was the same size when I was in 8th grade until I was a junior in high school and dropped 75 pounds and went from 285 to 215. And, I dropped 70 pounds. And went from eating donuts to rotisserie chickens. They couldn't keep enough rotisserie chickens at Kroger's and Walmart for me to eat. That was my go-to. I would just eat it just like that, right out of the bag. So critical couple of plays here. 4th down for Mason County. 5 wide receiver. He's in trouble. Is going to throw this one up for grabs, and it's batted away over on the far side with 5.1 seconds left here in the first half. And you got to think Powell County come out, probably need this one out, take their 18-0 lead to the half, and feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, I would think so, too. Mason County now a combined 0 of 7 on 3rd and 4th down conversions.
And I tell you, James, Mason County's got a really bright future with this team coming through. But I am so impressed with this Powell County team, how big and physical and athletic they are.
Skidmore quarterback, he looks the part.
And I tell you, they have, I believe his knee went down. Now they're going to false start. He had to kind of dip down there and field the snap, and it was close to his knee being down.
And that's the thing in high school. If you take that snap and your knee's down, you're down at that point of contact.
Right.
It's not like in the pros or college or where you can, you have to be touched. Now they're going to burn a timeout here with 4 seconds to go.
A little surprised there. I thought that they would, I'm not the coach at Powell County, and I don't want to be. I think they have great coaches, but you don't want to throw a pick six here or something.
And here's something I think you look at is what trick play do you have in your book right here that you trust?
I've always, and Tim Champlin ran this probably 4 years ago at Russell. He only ran it once, and if it's executed the right way, it's an 80-yard touchdown. Unfortunately, the kid lateral it over the other kid's head. The hook and ladder.
The old hook and ladder.
You remember when? I'm going to show my age here. You remember when Boise State played Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl?
Yes, I do.
And they executed that play the best I've ever seen it.
Yep.
Because you've got the defense running one way, and then you throw it to, hey, he's going to run the other way, and there's no one over there.
Here's one, too. If you're going to throw it to side or Skidmore and see what he can do with it on the catch.
They're going to throw this one up for grabs way down the near side, and it is batted in the air and incomplete. That'll end the first half of play. 18-0. Powell County leads Mason County in the 8th grade Eastern Kentucky Conference Championship game here from KCU. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm dreaming.
Of what?
Fall in the bluegrass, days at the track, Nats on the 50-yard line.
Well, you want to be at the 50 instead of on the 50. That could be dangerous.
But to complete your day, you can count on Clark's Pump and Shop.
Whether it's a breakfast sandwich or pizza on the way to the track, picking up drinks and crispy crunchy chicken on the way to the game, no one has you covered like Clark's Pump and Shop.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky, with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall hunting season is here. Borders Sporting Goods has your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reloading supplies, along with a wide selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back out here at Kool TV. We're at the half. Powell County leading Mason County 18-0. Do you see some of the stats for that first half? And James, you're over here to my left. It was a half dominated by Powell County.
Yeah, 94 rushing yards, 29 through the air. That one 29-yard pass, a touchdown. Powell County 0 for 5 on third downs, but look at that, 4 for 5 on fourth down conversions. They've held Mason County 0 for 7 on third down and fourth down tries. 35 rushing yards, but they've gotten to the quarterback several times with big losses there for a total. Those go down as passing yards in the stat book, and you can argue it one way or the other, however you want it to, but either way, it's a loss of yardage. But right now, however you want to divvy it up, Mason County's at -1 total yards of offense. So. And the other thing we were talking at halftime here that we found out as we were verifying some of the rules and stuff, it's a little bit different than high school. 24 is running clock.
It is.
In this position. So Powell County gets a football, they come down and score, that clock stays in motion, and they're headed for an 8th grade championship.
It is, and I tell you, I can't, let me just say this. I think Mason County's a really good team. They've got some guys over there. Mason County has a bright future. I don't want to just, talk all about Powell County. Mason County has got some kids on their team who are going to be, all area, maybe district champions in the future. They are very, very good. They're here, aren't they? They're here for a reason, and but this Powell County team, I tell you,
they look the part.
They are, there's a couple of teams around here, a couple of classes that comes to mind, and you look at Lawrence County's 8th grade team last year, James, the team that went and won state. Looking at them and looking at this Powell County team, and there's a couple of groups coming through Raceland right now that are really, really good, and there's one or two groups going through Russell right now and Ashland, and I think we're about to enter, and we might be, some teams that are usually powerhouses might be down a little bit next year, but we are getting ready to enter the best football era this area has ever seen as far as in the next 4 or 5 years. I think that the teams that, you're beating up on right now, you're not going to be beaten up on for long.
Yeah.
And the case, couldn't be more clear for this Powell County team. When they get to be, sophomores, juniors, or seniors, this is not a team you want to play. And same goes for Lawrence County. So beat them while you can. I guess that's a good, like Deion Sanders said earlier this year, beat me this year because you won't beat me next year.
Yeah, 100%.
Still 2:42 left at the half. Let's take one more break. We'll be back with the second half here on Kool TV.
Papa John's garlic sauce fans, we made the garlic epic stuffed crust pizza just for you with that garlic flavor.
In it, on it, with it.
But you wanted more heat, so now you can get it in spicy. Get a one topping for $13.99 only at Papa John's.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
For all your sporting goods and high school team apparel needs, stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson. Winter temperatures are just around the corner. Grayson Sporting Goods has the latest East and West Carter cold weather gear available. Grayson Sporting Goods also has all those Christmas gift ideas, including a full collection of UK apparel and collectibles. They offer a full selection of hats and feature the latest gear for every sport available. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson, serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Papa John's makes a big, extra-large New York-style pizza like this is by hand stretching that Papa John's fresh, never frozen dough. Get the extra-large New York-style pizza from Papa John's.
Back out here on Kool TV as we're getting ready to start this second half of play in a critical defensive sequence here for Mason County is. Like James said earlier in the halftime break, if Powell County goes right down the field and scores, then you've got a 24-0 game. And at the middle school level, that is the running clock rule. And in 9-minute quarters, that goes quick, James.
Yes, 100%.
So, of course, if you're just joining us, in the first game, Rowan County defeated East Carter in a great game. East Carter tried to make a comeback, trailed 10-0 at the half, and tried to make a comeback and fell just short, scored a touchdown, got the 2-point conversion, but according to him, though, he said that, one of the rules guys said that, if you run it in, it's only 1 point. Well, if that's the case, then East Carter only scored 7.
Yeah,
I don't know how they were counting it. I think there needs to be a little bit more clarification on those rules. So, expecting an onside kick here if you're Powell County, and it looks like they are. And it's going to be fielded and immediately dropped at the 41-yard line. That's where Powell County will start this drive. And we've talked about it several times here tonight, James. A really good crowd out here at KCU. And maybe something we'll have to do in our arsenal a little bit more in the coming years is covering a little bit more of this middle school football. And have a great time tonight. Of course, James Collier to my left and his wife, who worked in camera, Felicia Collier, is kind of knew we were going to do this all week. And, man, am I glad we did.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's always glad to see the youngsters, get their opportunity on the big stage and get a chance to play under the lights.
Ball was loose. Good job there defensively for Mason County, not letting him get outside. Still going to get a couple yards. The snap was very low. Kind of had trouble with the handoff, but made the most out of a play and still got 4 yards, James.
Morrison there just making a play. That's all that is.
And Morrison and Skidmore have been phenomenal for the Pirates tonight. I'll bring you up 2nd and 6. And I don't think they're going to put this ball in the air at all.
Yeah, they don't have to. I mean, it's unless they just feel like that they've got an opening. But
breaking tackles as Skidmore gets into Royal territory. He's got a 1st and 10 down to the Royal 46-yard line.
that is their 6th first down of the ball game.
Yeah, and 4 of those have come on 4th downs.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
That takes them over. They're over 100 yards total offense now, 135. 106 on the ground.
Now Morganson goes in motion to direct snap right up the middle. Good job there by that Mason County front 7. They weren't fooled a little at all. There's a lot of eye candy in the backfield right there. You had a couple guys. You had Skidmore going off to the left. A man came in motion back to the right. It was just a direct snap.
And the interesting part was the Mason County coaches are just to our right here. We heard them immediately, and they're like, "Watch the direct snap! Watch the direct snap!" And I mean, they called that one perfectly.
Yeah, the power of watching tape.
Oh, I know. It's amazing, how much the film has evolved in the game.
I remember when we transitioned from VHS to DVD, and we thought we didn't have huddle or anything like that.
I remember beta.
Yeah. Skidmore drops the throw. It's just going to keep it and run. He's got a lot of room. Heads off to his left and kind of trips over his own feet. The turf monster.
The turf monster got him.
Turf monster will get you at the worst times. The worst instance of the turf monster, I believe, was when Daniel Jones, the Giants, was running in open field. There wasn't anybody within 30 yards of him. He could have just walked in and just fell straight flat on his face. So if NFL players can do it, anybody can
Absolutely. Do it. But again, you think about it, he's coming back across his body, then he's going the opposite direction, and there's a lot of movement there, and you get caught up, and maybe you're not used to playing on turf. And
well, I think something that needs to be mentioned is this is the coldest game they've played in this year.
Oh, I would think so, 100%.
And your body acts different when you're playing in cold weather. Skidmore's just going to keep this the whole way over to the right. He cuts it back in, gets inside the 35. He's got a 1st and 10 down to the 30. When in doubt, Powell County gives the ball to Morganson or Skidmore.
And that's, it's real clear. That's their dudes. There's no questions about that. It's a gain of 12 there for the 7th first down of the ball game. That takes Skidmore to 10 carries for 63. Morganson 7 for 58.
Skidmore. A lot of room over there to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he may go in. He goes in from 30 yards out, and it's 24-0. Powell County leads.
He pulls this down. This was just, he looked and saw this opening off the edge here. That was the first touchdown back of the first quarter. Again, it's not going to give it to me. Here we go.
A kid that will see significant varsity minutes next year.
And that'll start the running clock, too, by the way.
Yes. Like James said, in middle school, or the EKC in particular, it is a running clock when it hits 24. So we've learned a couple of new rules tonight that, as this one extra point is blocked, 24-0, Powell County leads Mason County. We'll be back on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Back out here on Kool TV. 5:09 left here in the third quarter. It's interesting to see what they do with this kick here, James. The last time they kind of kicked it in a little space of the no man's land. They're going to kick an onside kick here. We're going to get an offside. And if you're Mason County, I probably decline this.
Yeah,
because I don't want to take a chance of them getting the ball.
Well, the thing is, I think they've blown it dead before the kick was away, so they're going to have to kick it again.
So if you're Powell County, you just kick this one deep instead now.
No, I think they still do the same thing.
Right.
I think you take it and you.
That was listen. These are 8th grade kids. That was I've seen pros that couldn't kick a better onside kick than what we just saw.
Yeah, this little young man right here, the kicker. He has done a really good job here today. Jansen Bolin. Now he looks like he's going to line one up and try to
this looks like
boom this one
go down
deep.
the middle of the field here. Good kick as this one's going to go inside the 30. If they don't get it, it's still loose. So that ended up being the best case scenario if you're Powell County.
And here's the thing: as the kick returner, there, he was in a bad situation. Do I try to let it go and hope that it tumbles out of bounds, or do I scoop it up and let them? That was a tough situation to put yourself in right there. It's a hard decision to have to make as an 8th grader.
So if you're Mason County, it's probably not a game you're going to win. The game's kind of gotten away with you a little bit. Now you'd like to see him put a couple of touchdowns on the board, move the ball successfully here, and kind of have something to build for. You're going to have a long off season. Of course, these kids, I'd say a lot of them, if any, dress for the varsity, or junior varsity or anything like that. So, of course, JV games, freshman games are all concluded. But I know that these young men will probably go back and watch this broadcast. Now you know what time it is. Get in the weight room. Time to go get you, start on some protein diets and get in those weight rooms because next year.
That's when you get into meaningful games.
Next year, the game changes. We get whistles, and I believe we got a timeout. Maybe Mason County. And I can speak from experience, and so can James. The speed and strength level from middle school to just freshman football is undescribable.
Oh, 100%.
I remember when my sophomore year, I played a lot of the JV games, and I thought I was really good until I played my first varsity game. People don't understand the difference in strength and speed. Just 1 or 2 years of age will make, and for these Mason County kids, like I said, probably not going to win tonight, but nothing to hang your heads about. This Powell County team's really good.
Yeah,
they would have beat anybody like this.
And hearing too that their best running back is sidelined tonight.
Yeah, so nothing to hang your heads about. Just you know what you got to do. There's work to do. Get in the weight room, get ready for next year, and there's just that's the only thing you can do. Mertz hands this ball off. It's going to be another loss. Bring up 3rd and long.
I mean, Powell County has just smothered everything that's tried to come through the middle. They're actually going to give him a very favorable spot there and put it back to the original the line of scrimmage for no gain. So 3rd and 12.
Of course, Powell County in that district, James, at the varsity level, and it may not be good play here for, and what awareness though as we get Powell County player over here on the sideline. They got shaken up. Awareness to kind of rip that ball, but Powell County's in that district with Estill, Belfry. It would be Morgan. Morgan dropped out, McGoffin, and Lawrence. So you're going to see this 8th grade team match up potentially with that team from Louisa in a couple of years. And you want to talk about a game.
It's going to be a dogfight.
That's going to be a game.
Pardon the pun there. Empty set here for Mason.
Mertz dropping the throw. Now he's flustered and kind of rolls out to his left, and there's just nothing for him there. The kid really didn't have a chance there, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Clock continues to run at 24, running clock.
So they're going to put him down at the 22.
And if I'm Powell County here, everybody's playing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that, there's not going to be a kid that gets on my bus after the game and says, hey, I didn't get to play that much. Up 24-0, you got a running clock. And you know, defensively, Mason County has not been able to do anything against the Pirates defense. I think that you're really getting a lot of kids that normally wouldn't get a ton of playing time. You want them to be able to go to school tomorrow and say, hey, I contributed to the winning that championship.
There's going to be a lot of kids in that Powell County Middle School tomorrow walk in with their head held high, and as they should be. They've played a really solid football game here
and I
tonight.
can't stress them enough how much I like their helmets and their jerseys.
Yeah,
It's tough for the media though, but they're
and
nice.
it doesn't look as bad as on TV as what I thought it when I started looking at it there. But
what a play by Mason County! Best defensive play they've had so far tonight.
Skidmore paid the price there on that one. He tried to make something out of nothing, and, I mean, he got sawed off that edge.
Yes, he did. So that'll end quarter number 3. 24-0. Powell County leads Mason County in the 8th grade EKC championship game. We'll be back on Kool TV.
For all your sporting goods and high school team apparel needs, stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson. Winter temperatures are just around the corner. Grayson Sporting Goods has the latest East and West Carter cold weather gear available. Grayson Sporting Goods also has all those Christmas gift ideas, including a full collection of UK apparel and collectibles. They offer a full selection of hats and feature the latest gear for every sport available. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson, serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Back out here on Kool TV, there was a fumble. Powell County had it. Now Mason County has it. The refs were in a hurry to get home, James.
Guess so, man.
There was supposed to be a minute break in between quarters. That was about a 30-second break. So the cold and fatigue really weighing in on the officials down the field. So
they'll take the football, at the 29?
Clock continues to run. Mason County, you'd like to see him get something on the board here, James. Oh, nice little counter play. Back to the right. Powell County stays at home, though, man. They're very good discipline defensively. I mean, they, normal 8th grade teams get sucked in there, and it turns into a big play. It looked really nice, but stayed at home and managed that just a 1-yard gain. They're going to get the Pirates for offside, so it'll take a 2nd and 9 to a 2nd and 4. They was about to move the chains. I think they did move the chains accidentally. I think they got it back.
Yeah, they got it back now.
Well, it's a little miscommunication with the snap there, and this is going to cost Mason County big time. Everybody was kind of standing still, and the only person that was the center. Yeah, so it'll take a 2nd and 4 and make it a 3rd and 13. So loss of 9 yards. You get 5 on a penalty, and then you kind of trade that in for a 9-yard loss. And
Twin stack set here.
Yeah. Usually when a team out of the pistol set will run this, it's usually a screen pass. They're not going to run a screen pass here, though. Sets up deep, throws it deep over on the far sideline, and then I believe he caught it. And he did. That's number 4, Fox. Out to the 42. It'll be a 1st and 10 Royals. Dip under 6:30 left here in that 4th quarter.
Take him out to the 42, you said? 16 on the play. That's Mason County's 3rd first down of the contest.
Mertz in the gun. gets pressured immediately. Tries to find a receiver over the middle, and he does, but he's just able to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not sure if that was supposed to be a screen or if that was just a drag the whole way. Either way, Mertz turned a 4 or 5 yard loss into a no gain.
Yeah, that was Fox ended up with a ball in his hands, and he's like, "Oh gosh, where did this come from?"
Mertz is, I'm not sure if you can go back and watch it on Kool TV, but Powell County's done a really good job of getting to him the whole time. They're going to get a false start right here on this left tackle from Mason County, and it's going to back him up 5 more. So it'll be a 2nd and 14.
And it was where the Powell County linebackers had walked up into those gaps, and the one man, that was Skidmore right there. You see him 17 on your screen. He had kind of made a dive in there where the B gap was going to be and got that tackle to move.
They were trying. They try to get Fox on a drag right there. Powell County, most of this game, James is running that cover 0 defense. They're saying, okay, if you're going to complete passes, it's going to be against man. You're not going to find these gaps in our zone coverage. And so far, their corners, secondaries, and linebackers have not allowed anything. They had a good catch over there on that far sideline with Fox, but besides that, they've really been smothered and jammed at the line of scrimmage. We saw heavy contact early in the first half as they really like to jam the receivers, and they're pressed. Now throwing this one over on the far sideline, it's way underthrown and incomplete.
Going back to that twin stack set again.
4th down for Mason County, rolling out to his right as Mertz throws, and this one's going to skip a couple of times before it can reach a receiver, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Clock will still remain to run. Powell County will take over on downs, leading 24-0.
Thursday night football, Tennessee leads Pittsburgh 13-10 at the half.
Whoa.
Will Levis, 153 yards at the half.
Pittsburgh leads Tennessee.
No, Tennessee leads Pittsburgh 13-10 up in Pittsburgh.
Will Levis did whip Penn State really bad in the Citrus Bowl one time, so maybe he's just, continue where he left off.
Well, and maybe he's the only guy smart enough in Tennessee to figure out to throw the ball to some guy named DeAndre Hopkins.
Well,
he seemed to find his number a lot last week.
Skidmore in trouble. Avoids a couple of Royals, but can't avoid that one. Takes a huge sack. So back to the Royal 45.
That's a loss of 8.
2:35. That's all that's left. Powell County will claim the 8th grade EKC championship in just a dominating performance. And James, you look at the size difference between Powell County and Mason County. It almost looks like they could probably. I'm telling you, this 8th grade team could compete against a lot of the JV teams that I've seen this year. We went and watched all the Raceland JV games. Skidmore takes the snap, and he might score. Gets inside the 30, still making Royals miss, and finally gets inside the 25 to the 24. A minute 47 left.
It's a run of 21 yards and the 9th first down of the ball game for the Pirates.
You're not going to get him down.
No, you're going to have to try to slow him down and rally to the ball. He's a very strong young man. That takes him over 100 yards unofficially in the game, 13 carries for 108. He's rushed for a touchdown, thrown for another one as well.
Down to a minute 18, so probably 2 more snaps of the football, and that'll be all she wrote.
I was going to say, I wonder at what point do you stick a knee on the ground here and say, championship.
Not yet. It's just a counter back to the left. Still not down. Still not down. Close to the first down, but there's a marker way back here at the 30-yard line. They're going to hold on Powell County. It's getting close to that final 30 seconds. Of course, we want to thank all of our sponsors sponsoring tonight's games. We want to thank KCU. We want to thank Mason County, Powell County, Rowan County, and East Carter for allowing us to come in here and do these games. And, of course, we want to thank you for watching tonight. Didn't really want to advertise as much as probably we should have, but we wanted to protect the gate here at KCU. And
I think Mason County just burned a timeout.
yeah, one of the officials was kind of saying, 1 on the clock, and was that Davey Anderson
Yeah.
out there? No, it wasn't.
Davey looks a little cold tonight.
He does out there.
He texted me today. He said, "You doing OVC today?" I said, "No, I'm doing EKC." He said, "Too many letters. I get them all tangled up."
I think that Davey wants to throw a flag, but I think if he takes his hands out of his pockets,
He's not going to be able to throw it very far.
he's not going to be able because his hands will instantly get cold. So I don't think Davey's thrown one flag tonight.
We've not had a whole lot of it. I'll give the credit to both teams. We've kept it on both sides. It's been a pretty clean game most of the way.
Right. 18.3 seconds left. I think you just snap this and take a knee. Nope, they're going to throw it deep. I'm not sure. This one's going to be caught, and it's going to be a touchdown. As the clock continues to run, it'll go to 30-0. That may not go over too well.
I don't understand that.
That might not go over too well. Powell County will win the 8th grade championship game. The final score of 30-0. Officials got to get through there. Speedy Harris will walk out. And these trophies to the winning teams. And at the middle school level, all these. A couple of trophies. Good-looking trophies out there, James. So, of course, Powell County, very impressive tonight, James. Especially, with Skidmore and a couple of those players, but they were great defensively. And I think that we talked a little about how they moved the ball. They were really, really good defensively. And I tell you, nothing to hang your heads about if you're Mason County. Not a lot of teams would have came in here and beat this one.
Yeah, Mason County held to 9 total yards of offense here tonight. They were minus 13 through the air. That's because of the sacks. They had 22 rushing yards on 15 attempts. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Pirates, 221 total yards of offense. They go through the air for 63. They rush it for 166 on 28. That's 5.9 carry. And that right there gets you a lot. Remember, you get a Gatorade bath here on this cold night.
I think I would run.
I think he looked that one right in the face. He saw it coming.
It's a cold one.
I remember the first Gatorade bath I took. It was in a July All-Star game for baseball, and the water was ice. And when they hit me with that, it took me like 4 breaths before I could get a breath out. It was just in. I couldn't exhale it.
Probably had a concussion.
Oh man, it felt great, but it was one of those. It was like you didn't see it coming. It gets you.
So of course I want to thank James Collier, the producer tonight. He does a phenomenal job. There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see as far as setting up scoreboards and commercials and stuff. And Felicia Collier working the camera tonight. But, James, it's been a great night for football. Our first middle school football games tonight. And I appreciate it. It could have been with you guys, and I appreciate everybody involved.
Yep, absolutely. Good job by you two. And, again, big thanks to all of our great sponsors for jumping on and helping us out to bring in these 2
2 football games here this evening.
Congratulations to Rowan County and Powell County, 7th and 8th grade champions. For now, that is all from Kentucky Christian University. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this has been a presentation of Kool.
Thank you for watching the EKC Middle School Football Championships live on Kool TV. This broadcast of the EKC Middle School Football Championships has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.